It's the home sharing website that has more than 2 million listings in over 190 countries. It's a little thing called Airbnb. It allows travellers to stay in accommodation ranging from caravans to castles. Since opening for business in 2009, there are more than 66,000 listings down under, with Aussie hosts averaging an estimated income of $7,000 to $100,000. That's quite the average. $7,000 to $100,000 a year. There's an average in there somewhere.
But what exactly are your rights when renting out your home? Last year, several Sydney-siders were threatened with fines of over $1 million. Good with the figures today. As councils attempted to regulate the short-term accommodation industry.
Consumer Affairs commentator Joe Ucukalo joins us now with more. Hey, Joe.
Good morning.
This is a whole big deal. A lot of people looking at this all of the time. Let's go to the basics. How does Airbnb work?
So Airbnb is a website and it lets you list anything from a room to your whole entire house or your apartment up for strangers to rent, and they use it instead of staying at a hotel or a motel or even a caravan park. Yeah. So why property owners love the website is that they don't need to employ an agent or make it too difficult to promote their property. And why guests love it is they can go onto the website, have a look. They might want to stay outside the CBD area. They can compare price and different types of properties.
Yeah, and they get a different experience. Rather than being in a sterile hotel room, they feel they experience the city better. So Berlin has announced a ban on renting entire apartment listings. This is to battle the housing shortage.
Yeah, so what
reviews underway in Australia?
Yeah, same thing's happening here. So what happened in Berlin is they've said you can't rent out your whole entire apartment, you can only do little rooms. And so, you know, Airbnb has its great points around giving you a different type of experience. But what sometimes happens in cities is long-term renters get kicked out for short-term renters, for people on Airbnb, because it's more lucrative. So that's where Berlin has said, well, we've seen property prices, you know, go up 50%. We need to sort of rein this in. So that slowed a lot of listings on Airbnb.
Surely, okay, if you own the place, it's your place. You can do with it whatever you want. I understand if you're renting an apartment in a big building block and it belongs to somebody else, but if it's your apartment or your house and you own it, how can they tell you what to do with it?
That's one side of the story, Kylie, but another side is the neighbours, so the surrounding neighbours. So short-term rentals in Melbourne cause 3 times as many complaints as long-term renters. So that's really why we're seeing these reviews from, you know, the government and the regulators to say we need to, you know, provide the best for the guests and the host, but also the neighbours and the rental market.
Have you done this? Have you done it?
No, because I have no desire to stay in somebody else's house.
Yeah, we did it. I was telling you this. We did it, and we turn up there, and it was just maybe this house, and then like all the stuff was out, and the
family photos,
the baby's photos were there. It was like a weird, but lovely house. But if you're a host or a renter, what do people need to know?
So the main thing, if you're going to rent out your property, is check with your local council. So this varies from council to council, even street to street, around the regulations. It's really diverse from you have no problems to you might get a fine. So that's number one. The second thing is Airbnb provides great insurance, so for the hosts and for the guests. So they provide up to $1 million in case of any property damage. You could earn, the average is $7,100 a year for renting out 51 rooms. And if you do that, you might have income tax implications or capital gains implications. But on the flip side, you can claim all the depreciation and the expenses like internet, water and things like that because you're earning an income.
A lot of people do good stuff with this.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Joe.
Pleasure.
Good to see you.
Joe. Yeah, I know a lot of people who've used it and swear by it and love it. And if they're gone to New York and they're staying in a
overseas,
groovy apartment, but I just don't think I'd want people in my house, that's all.
No, well, you don't want your family in your house, maybe. No, you could do that. Your house would. You could just do the bottom, the barn.
The bottom wing.
The barn.